What is up, guys? You're watching Simple Web Tutorial. Today we're gonna be building this simple but elegant login page. So if you like this type of video where we build web design from scratch, just click the subscribe button and click the little bell icon so you can get notified every time I upload new awesome video. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So first, let me show you the project files look like before we start writing the codes. So you can see here the HTML file, the style, CSS, and the image that I'm gonna be using for this video. So you can choose your own image, and any image will do. So in my case, I will just use this one. So in index.html, nothing special here. So we just have the doc type HTML. This one is needed for the HTML5, then the HTML tag, the head tag. So I changed the title tag to simple login page and the body. So first, let me link the CSS file to our HTML file. So what you're gonna do is write this one and then style.css. And also, I am using a custom font from fonts.google.com, the Montserrat font family. So I will just put this to the description below so you can just copy and paste it. So first, let's create a parent container. So just call it with the class of containers. So by the way, I am using the Emmet Visual Studio plugin, so we can write HTML code faster. So make a div container with a class of container, and then we will create a login container. So login container, because this will be our container, the main container one, and then this will be the smaller one. This will be our login container. And then we will create another div called the left, and also we will create the right. So we will not put anything for the left yet, because where we will add the image using the CSS. So first, we will put this welcome and the please log into your account, what do you call this one, a message or something. So h1 welcome, and then to your account. So next, we will add the form tag to have this um inputs right here. So we will just add form. So we will not put any action yet, because we will just working HTML and CSS. So we will add new div here with a class of form input, then make label for email. Let's call that email, and then an input with a type of text. So we will just put an ID here called email, and then placeholder email address. So we will create another copy of this one for the password. password, password, and then password. So we're done adding this element right here. The next we will be putting this forget password link. Just a simple anchor tag. We will put empty. So empty redirection there. So and then also add a class of forget pass. Then the message here or the link name. And then next, let's add um this button right here. So we will call that class name of CTA container. So CTA stands for call to action container. So in this case, we will add a button here, and this one will be an anchor tag because maybe you will use it to redirect to another page. So we just put it that way. So button with a class of, yeah, I like naming class names, guys. So call it sign in, and then the class of sign up. So click save. So let's check it out what we have so far. So guys, I am using a live server plugin in VS Code. So this is what we have so far. So nothing special there. So we just check the H1 paragraph and then let inputs. Yeah, everything sets up. So right now we will be going to the fun part of this tutorial, the CSS. So first, I will just this asterisk right here. This is to target all elements in your website. So I like to reset that and put padding 0, margin 0, and box sizing border box. So I like to have that in all the websites that I'm working, to reset all the spaces or margins or paddings to all. Let me just do it like it so we can see the HTML code. So first we will target the containers. So if you can see the final output, yeah, we have this like a grayish background. So let's add that one. mm, the background color of just a random or just a gray color or darker or dirty white color, and add 100 view height and also 100 viewport width. So let's check that out. So yeah, I don't know if you can see changes there, but the background of our page right now is gray. Next, we will target the login container. So let's add just a 50% width and 50% height, and add a background color of just a normal white, and also we add border radius and box shadow, 2 pixel, 2 pixel, 16 pixel, and just a random gray color here. Save, and there you go. You can see the difference between the container and the login containers. But if you can see in the final output, we have this login containers centered in in the page. So let's try that one. So how we're gonna do it? We will use CSS Flexbox. I don't know if you familiar with that, but CSS Flexbox. This is the CSS code I use in all of my projects because Flexbox is so powerful, guys. So you better check that out. So we will add display flex and then align items center and justify content center. So what will happen here is that when having the display flex, you can access this CSS code or you can use this CSS code. The align items will be the vertical alignment of the element, and the justify content will be our horizontal alignment. So that's why login container, because login container is inside the main container. That's why login container is centered out. So next, we will add the left container, or we will add the image for the left container right here. But first, we will add a 50% width here so that they will have equal width. So they will take the half of the login container with 50%. Then height, just to make sure, we will put 100%, and then the background image, which is the BG. So if you can remember, I showed you the image file and click save. So let's check this out. So right now you can see the image added in the left div, but the right div is under the left div. So we need to put this in the right side of our container. We will add a Flexbox CSS code for the login container, just like we did in the main container. Display flex, save, and then there you go. So right now we will design the right div or the right portion of the login container. So we'll call the right div, and of course we will add 50% width and add a little padding of 30 pixels so we can have a small room to breathe here. And then we will target the but before that, we will add, or we will use the font family that we just imported earlier called the Montserrat. Check. Right now we will target the H1 inside the right div. So we will use the color of um purple, I don't know, purple or violet, or depend what do you call that, but we will use this one, 50269A, and add a font weight of bold. So next, we will be styling the paragraph inside the course, the right div. So we'll set font size of 14 pixel, and color just a darker gray in 1990. We will add margin top of, sorry, 8 pixel, margin bottom of 30 pixel. So next we will be styling the form fields. So let's target the form input first, and then add display flex and flex direction of column. So the default flex direction of CSS Flexbox is row. That's why you can see the left and right div is next to each other and aligned horizontally. So right now we will assign a flex direction of column, so we will achieve this kind of layout. Let's also add margin bottom of 16 pixel, and just like that. So we will next we'll be styling the label. Oh, sorry, label, and assign a color of, yeah, the violet one that we're using, and then set a font size of 12 pixels, font weight of 600, and a margin bottom of 8 pixels. So this is what it looks like. Next, we'll be styling the form field or the form input. So let's call on the form input field. So remove the border, because the you can see right here there's no border. There's no border for in the final design, so we need to remove that one. Add a padding of 12 pixel and a background color of, yeah, darker gray again, and then border radius of 4 pixels, and just like that. Next, um if you can see here, if we click the form or the input, you will see an ugly black border or outline in the form field. But in here we have this kind of glowing effect of whenever you select a form input. So first we will remove this one, the outline, the black outline. So form input, then the focus. Remove the outline and add the glowing effect. So 0, 0 pixel. Of course, we will still use the violet RGB value of the violet that we're using right now. There you go. But it's not like this. It's like animating or something. So all you have to do to achieve that one is by adding a transition. All in. And of course, we will add in form input. So just make sure add the transition to both codes right here, because if we will remove this one, when you click or focus, it's animating the glow. But when you get out of the input field, it would just disappear so quickly. So just add the transition to have this. So also let's not forget the um, border right here. So to have that, let's go back to form input element, and just add border left of 4 pixel solid, and the violet color that we are using, just like that. Next we'll be styling this forget or forgot password link below. Let's call on the class name forget pass, add a color, again the violet one that we're using, and remove the text decoration. Text decoration is the underline below the label or the link. So we must remove that one. Set the font size of 12 pixel, and then font weight of bold, like that. The next we will be styling the buttons. Call on the PTA container or the call to action container, and again we will use CSS Flexbox right here. Yeah, I will just show you why we need this CSS Flexbox right here. Align item center, justify content. This time we will use the space between. So why are we using space between? We will use it to have space between the two elements, which is in my case the sign in element and the sign up element. It's called the CTA container, the button, and the anchor tag. Let's set padding 12 pixels top and bottom, and 18 pixels left and right. So we will just set 45% width and the font size of 14 pixels. So why 45%? Because we will leave a small space here just to add more design details. Right now we will be styling the button. So let's call that one. So we will remove this border again, and then set the font color to white. Add the background color of the violet still that we are working. So this will be our primary color, guys. And small border radius of 4 pixels. Font weight of bold, and also cursor point, like that. As you can see right here, once we click the button, you will see black, an ugly black outline again. So we need to fix that one. Call this CTA container class button, and it's focus outline none. Yeah, to remove that one. Next we will be styling the anchor tag. a container, border none, just to make sure no borders again, and then set the color to the primary color, and then add a border. No, remove the one, primary color. Set it to 2 pixels, solid, and the primary color. Add 4 pixels of border radius, font weight of bold, and text decoration none, to remove the underline below here, and text align center to center the text or the label of the button or the link. Text align center, hit save, and you will have the. So let me add a margin top for the CTA container. Let's add it here. Margin top. I think 16 pixels will do. Just like that. No. I think 24. I like this one. Next we will be styling this. We will be making this effect. So to add effect for the hover, let's call this the container A, and then the hover. Background color primary, and switch the color to white so we can still read the text, and of course add the transition to have this ease effect. Copy that one, keep, save. So here, there you go. So I hope you learned something from this video. So if you like this kind of video where we create web design from scratch, just don't forget to click the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you get notified when I upload new video. So let me know in the comment section if you have some questions. Maybe we can discuss that one to the next video. So thank you so much for watching and have a nice day.